Hi, I'm Lovely, and today I'm going to review Torchwood Among Us Episode 5, Propaganda by Darby. I I have been really excited for these next four episodes. Um, if you want to check out any of my reviews, by the way, I have done a review of every single series now. These were my first reviews on this channel, and still the only reviews. I did the first four episodes of Among Us, and then I did the whole series. It was super fun. Um, After I eventually, once this whole season is out, or whole series, I mean, sorry, um, I plan to start doing the monthly ranges and the special releases, all that kind of stuff, because I imagine we're gonna have a bit of a Torchwood break in terms of the story continues. But yeah, I haven't listened to it yet. I haven't listened to it. Let's get into predictions. I want to read the description with everybody here. Um, I am really excited. So yeah, let's just get into it. So we have episode 5, Propaganda. Or is desperate to get to, I can't pronounce that, I'm not going to try, but it's a city. The city's sealed off in the middle of a war the world's forgotten. There has to be someone left to save. Okay, I know Or, there was a lot of Or trying to save people, or wanting to save, like, this is what Torchwood does. In the first episode of, the series, I haven't re-listened to any episodes except for the first one, by the way. Um, just so you know. I wanted to, but I just didn't have the time or energy to. Um, yeah, I'm just letting you know now. So I may not remember every single detail. Um, okay, an Darby one. They are really good. They're a really good writer. I'm excited. Prediction wise, I don't know. I'm just excited to have an Or episode. To comment on stuff. I know we don't have the Yanta one. I'm pretty sure is episode 3. I'm pretty sure. I don't expect much from that, and I guess I'll talk about that when I get there. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna just listen to the episode now. I'll see you in a bit. Oh my god, I'm really excited. Okay, I'm back. I have just finished listening to Propaganda, and honestly, I don't think there's too much to say. This isn't a bad episode, but at least when it came to, I want to say, the first 2/3 of the story, we're kind of just following Or around. Um, but no, I guess I kind of want to jump into it. I'm not sure where to start with this one. But no, I really like this one. I think I'm gonna really like all the stuff they talk about in this series, specifically because it's very much about the time that we're in right now, and I really like the idea of this series just being like kind of like a time capsule into this. It's fucking fascinating to me. I know I'm gonna love re-listening to it. But yeah, for the story, um, I don't know. There just isn't much. At least for me personally, in the first 2/3. The concept's interesting. It's like something happened here. Let's find out. Um, and then it's like, okay, well, let's see what it's all about. And we find out it's all about propaganda. The whole point of it. It's fucking really fascinating. I really like the antagonists we have right now, where they're doing these fucking huge scale. How many people were in this place? 13,000? And it's pretty good. Um, but no, if I had to change anything about it, I really like the last like act where they get to the guy and all that kind of stuff. I like it, but it happens so fast. I wouldn't have or I wouldn't have minded. Um, if those first 2/3 were like the first half, and then the last third was like the last half, and I think I would have liked it to breathe just a little bit more. No real complaints. I'm like, I don't want to sound like I hated this story. I didn't. I just don't think there's much to think about, at least for me, in that first 2/3. Maybe on re-listen, maybe there might be something where it's like, oh, that's what that was about. But I didn't have that feeling at all on this first go. Um, I thought, I thought the the person who found Or, like in the plane, surviving the plane crash, I thought they were gonna be more relevant or in it more, and I guess they're still relevant because it's all about the, propaganda, all that kind of stuff. But I really thought that they were gonna be in it more, and they just weren't. Characters. I like the characters this time around. This time around it would imply that I didn't like it before. No, I like the characters. Aura is fantastic. Their story is very interesting. Um, because of all the stuff with God's last series, that it has an effect on them. And I didn't even think about that. They do talk about that in the first episode. Um, but like, there's only Aura has only been in one episode so far this series, and it looks like that's going to be their story. It's kind of similar, at least to me so far, very similar to Captain Jack's story in God Among Us, where he's like, my tummy hurts or something, and it's because he's mortal again. But I don't know if it's going to really change anything. Maybe we'll see. I can't wait to re-listen to this after the series done. But yeah, so Aura got practically beaten to death. I wonder, I'm pretty sure they could still die, but I wonder, obviously it's because of all the God stuff, but I like seeing it as like, because they went all like goo in a bucket mode last series when God, like, I want to say killed them. I don't know what they did, but they got turned into like goo basically. You know, you hear a little splash sound effect or whatever. And then they're in a bucket. There's like, what does God say? It's like, oh, somebody fetch him up, or something. You know what I mean? But no, I definitely think out of all the characters so far, I'm pretty worried for Aura. Even though realistically, I think everyone will survive, I'm pretty worried about Aura. This is pretty good though. I'm digging it. This season is very fascinating. I cannot wait to listen to all of it. What other thoughts do I have? Oh yeah. I wanted to comment on this because I re-listened to series 5 and 6 recently to review it all. This series is very different from those ones. I don't know if it's because of COVID or just like maybe this is what they wanted the format of the season to be. But everybody is split up. And not gonna lie, I think it's kind of refreshing, though it is noticeable that we aren't having stories with everybody together. The other ones are very much a group dynamic. And it's like Aura has been in 2 episodes out of the 5 episodes so far. Though that isn't too different from, you know, they were kind of not in all of series 6. But you know what I mean? Like the other ones, you had the whole group all together in mostly every episode. At least like a little spot. This time around, it's very much everybody's doing their own thing, and I like that we're not even getting a specific timeline. Like that part's interesting to me. Like we had in the first 4 episodes, we had Aang. I believe that's her name. Took me a little bit to remember. But no, Aang is in the first episode with Aura. And then in the 3rd episode, Aang is with Eve Miles, and it's like we don't get but they don't make a comment at all on when it takes place, that kind of thing. And same with here. Like to me, I thought that episode 3 took place before episode 1. I think it might be the other way around now. It could have been either. But we also know that Aura doesn't seem to be with Aang anymore. So I guess they split off. That's when that happened. But I really like this format. I really like it so far. Do I have anything else to say? No, I think that's it. It's a good story. I think meaning-wise, this one is fantastic and very appropriate. I don't know what the right words are. But no, it's really good. It is very good. I'm gonna keep reviewing the next episodes. I'm probably gonna over like the next few days. But yeah, I'm lovely. Thank you for listening to these reviews. If you have any thoughts on this, let me know. I have not been looking at like anybody's thoughts, because I mostly want them to be my own. But yeah, I'll see you later. Goodbye.